yeah, 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 yeah,
Cashmere collar, the night looks crooked. Fresh ink dry and the ledger stays loaded. First ball lands in the room, gets focused. Smile stays lazy while the whole thing opens. Came through a night market, 100 Vanasses. Bought one fake vase, then caught it an object. Dealer said rare, so I doubled the confidence. Took it home like a culture project. Now some rich fool wants the piece for his office. I nearly said yes, then inflated the offer. Fuck being sensible. Chaos pays better, bad taste matures when the story gets clever. Phone keeps buzzing with numbers I don't save. One says urgent, I answer next Thursday. By the weekend, the deal gets completed. I miss every rule and some I get seated. No polished manners, no rehearsed pose, just crack humor and unreasonable timing. Purple shop signs bleed over the pavement. Dry bass knocks under loose conversation. Full fresh and there's no recycle statement. Each line locks to a different arrangement. Your whole image needs mirrors and lighting. Mine works fine in the buzzing fluorescence. You need a clue just to enter a doorway. I show up solo and ruin the sequence. Your outfit speaks louder than anything in it. Mine looks accidental, still gets remembered. You need approval before taking risks. I take the wrong turn and land somewhere better. Your circle says fire to everything posted. Mine says that sucked, then fixes the problem. You call one invite an achievement. I forget who calls, still leave a leverage. Your confidence melts when nobody applauds. Mine gets obnoxious in rooms full of silence. You sell perfection like fragile porcelain. I sell the cracks and charge more for the damage. Studio monitors hum in the darkness. Kick leaves holes for the syllables cut in. No pretty chorus, so emotional varnish. Just clip delivery nasty and stubborn. I lean off tempo, then snap to the center. You count every step like a nervous instructor. I leave one breath with a snare, should answer, then drop one phrase and reset the temperature. Internal rhyme chains curl under the measure. Hard consonants grade through the texture. Your setup needs context, diagram, footnotes. Mine hit sideways before anybody's ready. No fake crime tales, no borrowed intimidation. A filthy comparison, beast shift aggression. I'd rather sound rude than mechanically dangerous. One sharp line can wreck your cadence. Bought a silk scarf from a closing boutique. Wore it with gym shorts, look fucking unique. Friend said you're sick, I said probably chic. Someone has to label before end of the week. That's black comedy dressed like commerce. A joke gets expensive when strangers endorse it. Call myself tasteful, the table went silent. I laughed so hard I spilled tea on the carpet. You hide embarrassment deep in the archive. I tell mine first and remove all the blackmail. Can't expose someone who already sold it. Can't weaponize shame when the target promotes it. Gallery glass reflects passing headlights. Low hats tick while the phrasing gets tighter. Different and sound still sit in the same rhyme. No slogan returns, every section gets brighter. Your sharpest comeback arrives after edits. Mine falls out wrong and still gets repeated. You study charisma through archived interviews. I forget the script and become more believable. Your trophy needs framing, dust and insurance. My weirdest rejection became an endorsement. You whisper big move like state information. I say maybe later and triple the interest. Your status depends on who stands beside you. My work's alone with the drinking back posture. You cure a mystery by barely speaking. I overshit once it's to leave them curious. Your biggest flex is standing by winners. Mine is making losers sound overpriced. Boulevard empty, the traffic light changes. Of rolls deep while the valves keep shifting. No jank gets copied, no phrase gets recycled. Every 4 bars does a fresh little land. And my punchline enters with crumbs on the blazer. Sits in your chair, ask who hide the weight of your metaphor shines. Mine scratches the paintwork, your sounds approve. Mine starts an argument. I joke too foul, sponsor beside me. Then turn the complaint in eclipse by Friday. Call myself gifted, my cousin said Barry. I said good enough, let him voice him daily. My ego got dense, but it still starts cleanly. Yours needs praise like a phone needs charge. And I lose one round and extract a new angle. You win one round and announce a new dynasty. That's too ambition and oversized tailoring. I nod once, pivot and sharpen the next thing. Morning vendors roll, shutters upward. Coffee steam rising, street gets louder. No final sermon, no crown, no closure. One last sentence before killing the low end. Built from poor taste and excellent recovery. Turned every mishap into usable currency. Kept every bar fresh, no recycle slogan. Now got the whole track. Let the silence and voice them. Let the silence and voice them. Let the silence and voice them.
yeah. Yeah, 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 Cashmere collar, the night looks crooked. Fresh ink dry and the ledger stays loaded. First bar lands and the room gets focused. Smile stays lazy while the whole thing opens. Came through a night market, 100 Vanasses. Bought one fake vase, then caught it an object. Dealer said rare, so I doubled the confidence. Took it home like a culture project. Now some rich fool wants the piece for his office. I nearly said yes, then inflated the offer. Fuck being sensible. Chaos pays better, bad taste matures when the story gets clever. Phone keeps buzzing with numbers I don't save. One says urgent, I answer next Thursday. By the weekend, the deal gets completed. I miss every rule and somehow get seated. No polished manners, no rehearsed pose, just crack humor and unreasonable timing. Purple shop signs bleed over the pavement. Dry bass knocks under loose conversation. Full fresh and there's no recycle statement. Each line locks to a different arrangement. Your whole image needs mirrors and light, and mine works fine under buzz and fluorescence. You need a clue just to enter a doorway. I show up solo and ruin the sequence. Your outfit speaks louder than anything in it. Mine looks accidental, still gets remembered. You need approval before taking risks. I take the wrong turn and land somewhere better. Your circle says fire to everything posted. Mine says that's something fixes the problem. You call call one inviting achievement. I forget who calls, still lead with leverage. Your confidence melts when nobody applauds. Mine gets obnoxious in room full of silence. You self-perfection like fragile porcelain. I sell the cracks and charge more for the damage. Studio monitors humming the darkness. Kick leaves holes to the syllables. Cutting no pretty chorus. No emotional varnish, just clip delivery. Nasty and stubborn, I lean off tempo and snap to the center. You count every step like a nervous instructor. I leave one breath where the snare should answer. Then drop one phrase and reset the temperature. Internal rhyme change curl under the measure. Hard consonants scrape through the texture. Your set needs context, diagram, footnotes. Mine hit sideways before anybody's ready. No fake crime tales, no borrowed intimidation. A filthy comparison beats cheap aggression. I'd rather sound rude than mechanically dangerous. One sharp line can wreck your cadence. Bought a silk scarf from a closing boutique. Wore with gym shorts, look fucking unique. Friends said the sick, I said probably chic. Someone asked the label before end of the week. That's black comedy, dressed like commerce. A joke gets expensive when strangers endorse it. Call myself taste of the table went silent. I laughed so hard I spilled tea on the carpet. You hide embarrassment deep in the archive. I tell mine first and remove all the blackmail. Can't expose someone who already sold it. Can't weapon out shame when the target remote. Thick gallery glass reflects passing headlights. Low hat stick while the phrasing gets tighter. Different in sound, still sit in the same random smoker returns. Every section gets tighter. The sharpest comeback arrives after edits. Mine falls out wrong and still gets repeated. You study charisma through archived interviews. I forget the script and become more believable. Your trophy needs framing. Dust and insurance, my weirdest rejection became an endorsement. You whisper big move like state information. I say maybe later and triple the interest. Your status depends on who stands beside you. Mine works alone with a drink of bad posture. You curate mystery by barely speaking. To overshare once and still leave them curious. Your biggest flex is standing by winners. Mine is making losers sound over pride. One of our empty, the traffic lights changing. Sub rolls deep or the vowels keep shifting. No chant gets copied, no phrase gets recycled. Every 4 bars finds a fresh little land in my punchline. Enters with crumbs on the blazer. Sits in your chair as too high of the weight of your metaphor shines. Mine scratches the paintwork, your sounds approve mine's thoughts. An argument I joke too foul for sponsor beside me. Then turn the complaint into clips by Friday. Call myself gifted, my cousin said barely. I said good enough, then invoiced them daily. My ego got this, but it still starts cleanly. Yours needs praise like a phone needs charging. I lose one round and then strike a new angle. You win one round and then that's a new dynasty. That's cute ambition and oversized tailoring. I not once pivot and sharpen the next thing. Morning vendors roll shutters up with coffee steam rises. The street gets louder. No final sermon, no crown, no closure. One last sentence before killing the low end.
Built from quotation, excellent recovery. Turned every mishap into usable currency. Kept every bar fresh, no recycle slogan. Now cut the whole track. Let the silence invoice them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Colgate rattles when the first train passes. Cold rattles when the first train passes. Black coat, open grin, dark glasses. One line lands in the room, fractures. Walking careless, leave with new contracts. Came from a corner where the floor stayed dusty. Now every voicemail sounds strangely money. Never chase glamour, I made Uncle look costly. But one dumb check because the cut looked ugly. Boy, one stranger asked where I found it. Told him somewhere private, now he wants to scout it. Fuck being tasteful, taste gets too crowded. I'd rather look wrong and leave people talking. Flew on airplanes, still deals keep arriving. Missed 3 meetings, somehow kept climbing. No grand strategy, just nerve and timing. By Friday, the quote gets printed on sweaters. Basement fan hums, fluorescent buzzing. Low kick crawls while the syllables sharpen. 4 new and there's no slogan returning. Each rhyme bends without copying wording. Your whole persona needs perfect attendance. My show's up late and still gets attention. You need 10 friends saying every move genius. Mindset is garbage and help me improve it. You chase whoever got heat this quarter. I wear last season and make it look current. Your confidence blooms when the comments adore you. Mine gets worse when the room starts ignoring me. You need a backdrop, a rope, and a wristband. I need one mic and a belly time voice crack. Your big announcement comes after rehearsals. Mine leaks halfway and still travels further. You call one handshake a major connection. I forget the name and remember the percentage. Your image gets brittle from contradiction. Mine can't dent it, so damage has texture. Overpass shadows, the street lamp flicker. Stare stage dry while the mouth gets quicker. No sweet chorus, no melody, glitter, just hard consonants and jokes getting sicker. I lean behind tempo, then jump through the center. You sit so straight that the rhythm feels sterile. I cut one vowel and stretch the next man and leave empty space till the tension starts hanging. Your setup needs paragraphs, mine needs a glance. One ugly comparison can ruin your stance. Internal chains keep twisted like cables. Hard little winners keep bruising. The measure's no fake. Underworld tales for decoration. I'd rather insult your taste with precision than cosplay danger for cheap recognition. Bought an old trophy from a flea market table. Scratched off the name, told yes it was major. Nobody checked, so the myth got stable. One guy asked what year I select confidential. This black comedy mixed with amateur theater. A straight face makes nonsense sound deeper. Call myself modest, my brother started laughing. I charge her $5 for ruining the branding. Lost my left shoe at a rooftop gather. I found it downstairs next to somebody's cabbage. No explanation, so quick rule legendary. You bury mistakes so nobody can quote them. I tell mine first and remove all the leverage. Red sign blinking above the old laundromat base. And the concrete makes loose change shatter fresh in. Sounds locked with a lazy callback. Every 4 lines gets a different pattern. Your sharpness come back to routes after breakfast. Mine slips out early and poisons a guest list. You study charisma through someone else's highlights. I forget the script and some I get headlines. You choke
trophy needs framing, assurance and polish. My weirdest rejection between somebody's slogan. You whisper next move like state affirmation. I say watch this mess and improve the equation. Your pride needs witnesses, fighting in praise. Mine survive silence in terrible days. You curate mystery by barely replying. I overshare once and still keep them guessing. Your clean story sounds professionally edited. Mine is loose screws and somehow feels credible. Parking meter flashes, the avenue empty. Sub stays ugly, the diction gets heavier. No phrase circles back every end and gets fresh. A whole section tightens, the pressure gets better. My punchline walks in with grease on the collar. Take your best chair and ask for a charger. Your metaphor sparkles, mine stains the wallpaper. Your sounds are through, mine starts in an argument. I joke too foul for the sponsor beside me to make the complaint drop clicks by Friday. Call myself gifted, my cousin sent barely. I said close enough and build them for training. My ego got dense, but the motor still turns. Yours needs applause every second it works. I lose one round and still useful information. You win one round and announce coronation. That's cute confidence, stressed in promotion. I laugh, change lanes, then sharpen the motion. Dawn starts bleaching the roofs and antennas. Last kick knocks through the empty veranda. No grand farewell, no more, no banner. One final sentence with dirt in the grammar. Look from wrong guesses and reckless correction. Turned every step back to usable direction. Kept every section fresh, no copy conclusion. Cut the whole instrument. Let the last bar ruin the illusion. Yeah. Yeah. Break like smear with a harbor road curves. Saw air cuts where the first line burns. One cold sentence makes side eyes turn. Stepping quiet, leave it what I earned. Came from a kiosk with coins in the tray. Now random calls keep changing the day. Never was status, I've been in my way. Bought weird booze just to ruin the display. Clerk looked stunned, that's a rap both pairs. Walked outside like nobody cared. Fuck good taste, that shit gets crowded. Bet ideas look better when said out loud. Phone keeps ringing from numbers unnamed. I let 3 die and answer the strange. Turns out the weirdest one carried the fee. That's why I trust chaos more than a degree. No pilot's mentor, no textbook posture. Just nerve, loop timing and terrible offers. Dock crane shadows, the top keep shifting. Dry kick knocks while the cadence gets vicious. 4 clean endings, no phrase comes missing. Each rhyme locks with a different incision. Your whole image needs stage perfection. Mine works better with wrong reflections. You need approvals from 10 directors. I need one mic and bad intentions. Your circle nods before you finish. Mine cuts me down, then helps replenish. You chase heat from whoever is trending. I wear old denim and somehow reset it. Your confidence blooms under flattering flashes. Mine gets louder when the room goes passive. You call one mention a major arrival. I call 10 invites to schedule and problem. Your persona cracks when rumors get louder. Mine can't scratch so the flaws add power. You sell clean edges, polished and brittle. I seal the dents and raise it a little. Container lights flicker blue through the drizzle. Low sub cross while the consonants bristle. No soft bridge, no sentiment, no middle. Just clip mouth work and a crooked rhythm. I lean past tempo, then snap to the snare. You count each beat like a clerk at a fair. I leave one gap and let tension sit there. Then throw one phrase and poison the air. Internal rhyme chains cold through the measure. Heart valve switches keep changing the texture. Your set of me's diagrams. Mine needs a second one. Nasty comparison. Rules a set and no fake crime costume. No borrowed danger. I'd rather sound rude than rehearse be a major. Punchline first explanation. Never let silence finish. What wording get better by the crack radio from somebody's garage. Told 3 strangers that came from abroad. Nobody checked so the story grew legs. One off for cash. I nearly said yes. That's black humor with bargain bin science. A straight face turns nonsense to finance. Call myself Midas. My cousin went silent. I said good answer then charging for guidance. Lost my left glove inside a food stall. Found the next morning behind a pinball. No clue how, which makes it much better. Turn random embarrassment into a legend. You hide every blooper before it gets spread. I print mine first to remove all the threat. Clear light switch while the night gets colder. Hi-hat skip and the voice gets bolder. Fresh last sounds keep crossing each other. No slogan, repeats, no lazy. Recover your best, come back, need sleep and revision. Mine drops careless and changes the tension. You study charisma through archive footage. I forget the plan and still leave them hooked. Your trophy needs shells. Glass and insurance, my oddest rejection became new currency. You whisper big move like classified news. I say maybe once and let figures prove. Your pride needs witnesses standing nearby. My survive dead rooms fluorescent light. You curate mystery by barely engaging. I overshare twice and still keep them guessing. Your clean story sounds professionally edited. Mine got missing pages, it feels more legitimate. Harbor fog, rolls past stacked up freight. Baseline thumps while the hour gets late. No copy ending, no borrow shape. Every fresh bar finds another escape. My punchline honors with sauce on the sleeve. Take your best chair and refuses to leave. Your metaphor shines, mine scratches the frame. Your sounds approve, mine starts a debate. I joke too foul for the table beside me, then turn the complaint into traffic by Friday. Call myself gifted, my barber set average. I said raise the price, now the haircut and status. My ego got rust, but the engine keeps firing. Yours needs rage to stay inspiring. I lose one round and collect the lesson. You win once and announce a procession. A skewed ambition and oversized packaging. I laugh, switch lanes and sharpen the next thing. Morning goes cut through the pale waterfront. Last kick shakes an old coffee cup. No grand speech, no crown, no bluff. One final line, then enough. Built from wrong bets and stubborn corrections. Turned every detour to use the blue direction. Kept you section fresh, no copy refrain. Now cut the beat. Let the silence collect my change. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. 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 Cold
Yeah, cold, get rattles when the first train passes. Black coat, open grim, dark glasses. One line lands in the room, fractures. Walking careless, leaving new contracts. Came from a corner where the flow stayed dusty. Now every voicemail sounds strangely money. Never chased glamour, I made Uncle look costly. Bought one dumb jacket because the cut looked ugly. Bored one stranger asked where I found it. Told him somewhere private, now he wants to scout it. Fuck being tasteful, taste gets too crowded. I'd rather look wrong and leave people talking. Phone on airplane, still deals keep arriving. Mystery meeting somehow kept climbing. No grand strategy, just nerve and timing. By Friday, the quote gets printed on sweaters. Basement fan hums, fluorescent buzzing. Low kick crawls while the syllables sharpen. 4 new innings, no slogan returning. Each rhyme bends without copying word. And your whole persona needs perfect attendance. Mine shows up late and still gets attention. You need 10 friends saying every move genius. Might say that's garbage, then help me improve it. You chase whoever got heat this quarter. I wear last season and make it look current. Your confidence blooms when the comments adore you. Mine gets worse when the room starts ignore me. You need a backdrop, a rope, and a wristband. I need one mic and a belly time wisecrack. Your big announcement comes after rehearsals. Mine leaks halfway and still travels further. You call one handshake a major connection. I forget the name and remember the percentage. Your image gets riddled from contradiction. Mine came Danic, so damage that's texture. Overpass shadows, the street lamps flicker. Snare stays dry while the mouth gets quicker. No sweet chorus, no melodies glitter, just hard consonants and jokes getting sicker. I lean behind tempo, then jump through the center. You sit so straight that the rhythm feels sterile. I cut one vowel and stretch the next landing. Leave empty space till the tension starts hanging. Your setup needs paragraphs, mine needs a glance. One ugly comparison can ruin your stance. Internal chains keep twisting like cables. Hard little ends keep bruising the measures. No fake in the world tells for decoration. I'd rather insult your taste with precision than cosplay danger for cheap recognition. Bought an old trophy from a flea market table. Scratched off the name, told guests it was major. Nobody checked, so the myth got stable. One guy asked what year I said confidential. That's black comedy mixed with amateur theater. A straight face makes nonsense sound deeper. Call myself modest, my brother started laughing. I charged him $5 for ruining the branding. Lost my left shoe at a rooftop gathering. Found it downstairs next to somebody's cabbage. No explanation, so it grew legendary. Bury mistakes so nobody can quote them. I tell mine first and remove all the leverage. Red sun blinking above the old laundromat. Baits in the concrete makes loose change shatter fresh and sounds like without lazy callbacks. Every 4 lines gets a different pattern. Your sharpest comeback arrives off the breakfast. Mine slips out early and poisons the guest list. You study charisma through someone else's highlights. I forget the script and some I get headlines. Your trophy needs frame and insurance and pilots. My weirdest rejection became somebody's slogan. You whisper next move like state information. I say watch this mess and improve the equation. Your pride needs witnesses lighting in praise. Mine survive silence and terrible days. You curate mystery by barely replying. I overshare once and still keep them guessing. Your king story sounds professionally edited. Mine has loose screws and somehow feels credible. Parking meter flashes, the avenue empty. Substays ugly, the diction gets heavier. No phrase circles back every and it gets fresher. Whole section tight as the pressure gets better. My punchline walks in with grease on the collar. Takes your best share and asks for a charger. Your metaphor sparkles, mine stands a wallpaper. Your sons approve, mine starts an argument. I joke too foul for the sponsor beside me to make the complaint drive clicks by Friday. Call myself gifted, my cousin said barely. I said close enough, then build a betraying him. My ego got dense, but the motor still turns. Yours needs applause every second it works. I lose one round, it's still useful information. You win one round and announce coronation. That's due confidence dressed in promotion. I laugh, change lanes, then sharpen the motion. Dawn starts bleaching the roofs and antennas. Last cake knocks through the empty veranda. No grand farewell, no moral, no banner. One final sentence with dirt in the grammar. Built from wrong guesses and reckless correction. Turned every setback to usable direction. Kept every section fresh, no copied conclusion. Cut the whole instrumental. Let the last bar ruin the illusion. Yeah. Get back. Copper sky flickers where the tram lines bend. Cold jaw sad while the first drum descend. One sharp sentence make side eyes extend. Walking nameless, leave a percent. Came from a back room with dust on the monitors. Now every callback arrives when negotiators never chase polish. I weaponize dark when it's bought. I close just to wreck the catalog. Cash moves sideways, my logic moves words. Still every dumb turn keep feeding the purse. Fuck being careful, I gamble on instinct. Half these choices look stupid by midnight. By Friday they become somebody's blueprint. No grand philosophy, no speech for the cameras. Just crooked timing and the reasonable answers. You plan every detail, I break half the pattern. And somehow the broken puppy comes with the after. Streetcar cables hum over wet intersections. Rock kick snaps under clipped inflections. 4 fresh endings, no copied expressions. Each bar links to a different connection. Your whole flex needs a room full of witnesses. Mine works better when nobody is listening. You need rollout, teaser, calendar. I miss the deadline and still make it matter. Your circle applauds every breath like a service. Mine says that was weak, then fixes the purpose. You borrow cool from whoever got louder. I wear wrong colors and somehow look sharper. Your courage shows up when the comments are glowing. Mine gets obnoxious when attention stops flowing. You call dinner a strategic alliance. I call 10 invites a scheduling nuisance. Your image needs handling, polishing, guarding. Mine came scratched so the damage adds value. Side alley neon turns puddles to mercury. Low end pressure makes door frame shake nervously. No sweet chorus, no soft little courtesy. Just tongue work filthy in time and deliberately. I lean past the snare, then land on the pocket. Get you count every beat like a clerk with a docket. I leave one gap where the teacher can't think and then throw one phrase and make everybody listen in. Turn around chains, keep crossing the measure. Hard consonant straight through the texture. You set up these pages. Mine lands in a blink. One cricket comparison changes how you think. No fake crime costume, no borrowed aggression. I'd rather roast your taste with surgical precision. Punchline shop, told through collectors it came from a rare stock. Nobody checked, so the rumor grew expensive. One made an offer, I acted selective. That's black comedy mixed with fake sophistication. Straight face nonsense earns valuation. Call myself humble, my friend nearly choked. That's a good reaction, then wrote down the quote. Lost one cuff in the grocery aisle, found it 3 days later inside a file. No clue how, which makes it much funnier. Turn one dumb story into something with currency. You hide every blooper like somebody could use it. I tell mine first and diffuse it. Rooftop Benz hum while the skyline gets colder. Hi-hats preaching, the delivery gets bolder. Fresh last sounds keep folding together. No slogan returns, no lazy endeavor. Your sharpest comeback arrives after editing. Mine slips out early and ruins the setting. You study charisma through clips and analytics. I forget the script and become a specific. Your trophy needs lighting, framing protection. My oddest rejection became a connection. You whisper big move like classified data. I say maybe later, then closer by breakfast. Your pride needs mirrors, applause and approval. Mine survives silence, boredom and refusal. You curate mystery by barely replying. I overshare once and still leave them guessing. Your clean story sounds professionally packaged. Mine is loose screws, still looks established. Elevator cables hum under the flooring. Beat stays sparse while the mouse keeps scoring. No copy bending, no recycle wording. Every fresh line keeps pressure evolving. My punchline walks in with coffee on linen. Takes your best share and starts criticizing. Your metaphor sparkles, mine steam the wallpaper. Yours sounds approved, mine starts a disclaimer. I joke too foul for the sponsor beside me, then turn the complaint into numbers by Friday. Call myself brilliant, my cousin said barely. I set close enough, then building for training. My ego got dense, but the motor keeps moving. Yours needs applause just to prove it's improving. I lose one round and extract new information. You win one round and announce coronation. That's cue confidence dressed in promotion. I laugh, change lane, sharpen emotion. Dawn, it's glass on the empty arcade. Last kick rolls while the shadows get pale. No grand goodbye, no crown, no parade. One final sentence, paper sound gets erased. Built from bad guesses and ruthless correction. Turn every setback to useful direction. Kept every bar fresh, no copy conclusion. Cut the whole instrumental. Let the last line ruin the illusion. Let the last line ruin the illusion. Yeah. Brake light spin where the harbor road curves. So air cuts while the first line burns. One call sentence makes side eyes turn. Step in quietly for what I earn. Came from a kiosk with coins and a tray. Now random calls keep changing the date. Never wore status, I've been in my way. Bought wear boots, just the room to display. Clerk looks strong, that's and grab both pairs. Walked outside like nobody cared. For good taste, that shit gets credit. Bad ideas look better when said out loud. Phone keeps ringing from numbers unnamed. I let 3 die, then answer the strange. Turns out the weirdest one carry the fee. That's why I trust chaos more than a degree. No polish mental, no textbook posture, just nerve, loose timing, and terrible offers. Dock crane shadows, the tie keeps shifting. Dry kick knocks while the cadence gets vicious. 4 clean ending, no phrase comes missing. Each round locks with a different incision. Your whole image needs stage perfection. Mine works better with wrong reflections. You need approvals from 10 directors. I need one mic and bad intentions. Your circle knives before you finish. My cuts me down, then ups replenish. You chase heat from whoever was trending. Now we're old denim and some are resetting. Your confidence blooms under flattering flashes. Mine gets louder when the room goes past. If you call or mention a major arrival, I call 10 invites. A scheduling problem, your purse or the cracks when rumors get louder. Mine can't scratch till the flaws add power. You sell clean edges, polished and brittle. I sell the dents and raise it a little. Container like a blue through the drizzle. Low silk crawls while the consonants bristle. No soft bridge, no sentimental middle. Just clip mouth work in a crooked rhythm. I lean past tempo, then snap to the snare. You count each beat like a clerk at a fair. I leave one gablet to sit there, then throw one phrase and poise in the air. And turn around, chains call through the measure. Hard vowels, switches keep changing the texture. You set them these diagrams. Mine needs a second one nasty comparison. Ruins the setting, no fake crime costume, no borrowed danger. I'd rather sound rude than rehearse being major. Punchline first, explanation never let silence finish. What wording get better? Bought a crack radio from somebody's garage. Told 3 strangers it came from abroad. Nobody checked, so the story grew legs. One off for cash, I nearly said yes. That's black humor with bargain bin science. A straight face turns nonsense to finance. Call myself modest, my cousin was silent. I said good answer, then charge him for guidance. Lost my left glove inside a food stall. Found the next morning behind a pinball. No clue how, which makes it much better. Turn random embarrassment into a legend. You hide every blooper before it can spread. I print mine first, then remove all the threat. Beer lights twitch while the night gets colder. Hi-hat skip and the voice gets bolder. Fresh last sounds keep crossing each other. No slogan repeats, no laser. Recover your best, come back, need sleep and revision. Mind drops careless and changes the tension. You study charisma through archive footage. I forget the plan and still leave them hooked. Your trophy needs shelves, glass and insurance. My oddest rejection became new currency. You whisper big move like classified news. I say maybe once and let figures prove. Your pride needs witness and standing nearby. I survive their rooms and fluorescent light. You curate mystery by barely engaging. I overshare twice and still keep them guessing. Your clean story sounds professionally edited. Mine got missing pages and feels more legitimate. Harbor far goes past, stacked up freight. Baseline thumps while the hour gets late. No copied and in no borrowed shape. Every fresh bar finds another escape. My punchline enters with sauce on the sleeve. Take your best chair, refuses to leave. Your metaphor shines, mine scratches to frame yourselves. To prove my stars of debate. I joke too foul for the table beside me. Then turn that complaint into traffic by Friday. Call myself gifted, my barber said average. I said raise the price, now the haircut is status. My ego got rust, but the engine keeps firing. Yours needs praise just to stay inspiring. I lose one round and collect the lesson. You win once and
an announcer procession. This cute ambition in oversized packaging. I laugh, switch lanes, then sharp, then the next thing. Morning goals cut through the pale waterfront. Last kick shakes and no coffee cup. No grand speech, no crown, no bluff. One final line, then enough. Built from wrong bets and stubborn correction. Turned every detour usable direction. Kept each section fresh. No copy, refrain. Now cut the beat. Let the silence collect my change.
Marquee. Marquee lights figure with the side road curves. Cold grin fixed while the low no swerves. First line lands in the whole room nerves. Walk in plain, leave owning the words. Came from a spare room with wires on crates. Now every call back hands numbers attached. Never chase polish, I tested the taste. Bought one loud shirt just to ruin the place. Word once, somebody asked for the maker till the private run. Now they want the tailor. Fuck good judgment, it slows down the wage. Bad ideas age better when people repeat them. Phone keys buzzing from names I deleted. One says urgent, another says needed. I ignore both, then answer the writ is that one pays best. So maybe I'm gifted. No clean blueprint, no boardroom lecture. Just nerve, loose timing and crooked texture. Underpass sodium, wheel rim slashing. Dry clap snaps while the cadence keeps slashing. Full fresh and there's no phrase comes matching. Each line links to a different attachment. Your image needs perfect conditions. Mine works with half broken systems. You need approval for decisions. I make one wrong move and create a position. Your circle says fire before you finish. Mine says that's weak, then makes me replenish. You chase whoever got buzzed this quarter. I wear last year, so I'ma make it current. Your coverage, your rise when the E looks friendly. Mine gets louder when the room looks empty. You call one mention to make your achievement. I call 10 invites a minor inconvenience. Your persona needs protection. Mine came scratch, flaws at dimension. You sell perfection, polished and brittle. I sell the damage, then raise it a little. Servers, humming, the ceiling is lower. Sub stays deep while the diction goes colder. No sweet chorus, no melodic closure. Just clip consonants landing like folders. I lean off the counter and lock with the kick. You stand on the grill like a bureaucratic script. I leave one breath with a snare should hit, then drop one phrase and the whole room shifts. Internal rhyme chains keep folding through measures. Heart vowel changes keep bending the texture. Your setup needs context, mine needs a second. One rule comparison ruins the setting. No fake crime costume, no borrow minutes. I roast your taste with surgical venom. Punchline first, explanation, deny. Let the silence work while the joke stays alive. Out of no mirror from a closing motel. Told 3 collectors it came from a chapel. Nobody checked, so the myth got expensive. One made enough for I act to select the black comedy mixed with amateur finance. A straight face turns nonsense into importance. Call myself tasteful, my brother looks sick. I said that reaction means the concept is rich. Lost one look for at the basement reception. Found the next day behind the projection. No clue why, which helps the legend. Turn dumb accidents into useful leverage. You high bloopers like they could weaponize them. I publish mine first, then neutralize them. Billboard glow on the avenue railing. Hi-hat twitches while the freezing gets brazen. Fresh end sounds keep crossing and changing. No slogan returns, no lace and retracing. Your sharpest comeback runs after revisions. Mine slips out careless and changes attention. You study charisma from archived interviews. I forget the plan and still leave them amused. Your trophy needs glass, light and insurance. My weirdest rejection became new currency. You whisper next moves, I state information. I say maybe later, then close the arrangement. Your pride needs witnesses, praise and mirrors. Mine survive silence and awkward dinners. You curate mystery by barely replying. I overshare twice and still keep them guessing you're clean. Story sounds assembled, mine is loose bolts and some I look stable. Freight elevator, red numbers blinking. Baseline sparse while the mouth keeps clipping. No copied ending, no catchphrases cycling. 4 fresh bars keep the pressure rising. My punchline walks so we mustard all in and take show bets. See, it starts giving. The pen and your metaphor sparkles. My scratches the surface. Your sense of proof, mine sounds like a nuisance. I joke too foul for the sponsor beside me to make the complaint drop traffic by Friday. Call myself gifted, my barber said debatable. I said trust me more, now the cut looks valuable. My ego got dense but still keeps turning. Yours needs applause just to prove it is working. I lose one round and collect information. You win one round and declare coronation. That's true confidence wrapped in promotion. I last switch gears then sharpen the motion. Morning light leaks through the loading bay shutters. Last tick knocks while the city gets louder. No grand farewell, no crown, no flowers. One final sentence before power cuts. Built from bad guesses and ruthless correction. Turned every setback to usable direction. Kept each section fresh, no copy conclusion. Kill the whole beat.
Let the last line charge admission. Let the last line charge admission.
Yeah. Copper sky flickers with the tram lines. Man cold jaw said why the first drums descend. One sharp sentence make side eyes extend. Walking nameless, leave with percent. Came from a back room with dust on the monitors. Now every callback arrives when negotiators never chase polish or weaponize. Dark when it's part I close just to wreck the catalog. Cash moves sideways, my logic moves worse. Still every dumb turn keeps feeding the purse. Fuck being careful, I gamble on instinct. Half these choices look stupid by midnight. By Friday they become somebody's blueprint. No grand philosophy, no speech for the cameras. Just crooked timing and unreasonable answers. You plan every detail, I break half the pattern until my broken part becomes what they're after. Streetcar cables hum over wet intersections. Drop kick snaps, underclipped inflections. 4 fresh endings, no copied expressions. Each bar links to a different connection. Your whole flex needs a room full of witnesses. Mine works better when nobody is listening. You need roll out teasers.
user calendar. I missed the deadline and still make it matter. Your circle applies every breath like a service mindset that was weak then fixes the purpose. You borrow cool from whoever got loud. I wear wrong colors and somehow look sharp. And your courage shows up when the comments are glowing. Mine gets obnoxious when attention stops flowing. You call dinner a strategic alliance. I call 10 invites to scheduling news. Since your image needs handling, polishing, guarding. Mine came scratch so the damage adds value. Side alley neon turns puddles to mercury. Lower pressure makes door frame shake nervously. No sweet chorus, no soft little courtesy. Just tone work filthy and time and deliberately. I lean past the snare then land on the pocket. You count every beat like a clerk with a docket. I leave one gap with attention can't thicken then throw one phrase and make everybody listen. Internal rhyme chains keep crossing the measure. Hard consonants scrape through the text. You just set up these pages. Mine lands in a blink. One crooked comparison changes how you think. No fake crime costume, no borrowed aggression. I'd rather rush a taste with surgical precision. Punchline first explanation rejected. Let the room catch up after the damage is settled.
Bought an old lamp from a closing repair shop. Told 3 collectors it came from a rare stock. Nobody checked so the rumor grew expensive. One made an offer, I acted selective. That's black comedy mixed with fake sophistication. Straight face nonsense earns valuation. Called myself humble, my friend nearly choked. That's a good reaction. Then wrote down the quote, lost one cuff and a grocery gal. Found it 3 days later inside the file. No clue how, which makes it much funnier. Turn one dumb story into something with currency. You hide every blooper like somebody could use it. I tell mine first and diffuse it. Rooftop bins hum while the skyline gets colder. Hi-hat twitching, the delivery gets bolder. Fresh last sounds keep folding together. No slogan returns, no lazy endeavor. Your sharpest comeback arrives at the editing. Mine slips out early and ruin the setting. You study charisma through clips and analytics. I forget the script and become more specific. The trophy needs lighting, framing, protection. My artist rejection became a connection. You whisper big move like classified data. I see maybe later, then close it by purpose. Your pride needs mirrors, applause and approval. Mine survive silence, boredom and refusal. You curate mystery by barely replying. I overshare once and still leave them guessing. Your clean story sounds professionally packaged. Mine is new school, still looks established. Elevator cables hum under the floor and they stay sparse while the mouth keeps scoring. No copied and no recycled wording. Every fresh line keeps pressure evolving. My punchline walks in with coffee on linen. Takes your best chair and starts criticizing your metaphor sparkles. Mine sends a wallpaper, your sounds approve. Mine starts a disclaimer. Don't too foul for the spot sit beside me. Then turn to complaining. The numbers by Friday going so brilliant. My cousin said barely. I set close enough, them building for training. My ego got dense but the motor keeps moving. Yours needs applause just to prove it's improving. I lose one round and extract new information. You win one round and announce coordination. That's cute confidence, stress and promotion. I laugh, change lanes, sharpen emotion. Dawn hits glass on the empty arcade. Last kick rolls while the shadows get pale. No grand goodbye, no crown on parade. One final sentence, people sound get erased. Built from bad guesses and ruthless correction. Turned every setback to useful direction. Kept every bar fresh, no copy conclusion. Got the whole instrumental. Let the last line ruin the illusion. Marquee lights. Marquee lights. Marquee lights, flicker with its arrow curves. Cold grin fixed right alone, no swerves. First line lands and the whole room nerves. Walk in plain, leave owning the words. Came from a spare room with wires on crates. Now every callback has numbers attached. Never chase polish, I twisted the taste by one loud shirt just to ruin the place. Word was somebody asked for the maker, told them private run. Now they want the tailor. Fuck good judgment, it slows down a wager. Bad ideas age better when people repeat them. Phone keeps buzzing from names I deleted. One says urgent, another says needed. I ignore both and answer to read it. That one pays best, so maybe I'm gifted. No clean blueprint, no boardroom lecture. Just nerve loose timing and crooked texture. Underpass sodium, wheel rim flashing. Dry clap snaps while the cadence keep flashing. Full fresh innings, no phrase comes matching. Each line links to a different attachment. Your image needs perfect conditions. Mine works with half broken systems. You need approval for decisions. I make one wrong move and create a position. Your circle says fire before you finish. Mine says that's weak, that makes me replenish. You chase whoever got buzzed this quarter. I wear last year and somehow make it courage. Encourage your rise when the feet looks friendly. Mine gets louder when the room looks empty. You call one mention a major achievement. I call 10 invites a minor inconvenience. Your persona needs protection. Mine can't scratch flaws at dimension. You sell perfection, polished and brittle. I sell the damage, then raise it a little. Service tunnel humming, the ceiling gets lower. Sub stays deep while the diction grows colder. No sweet chorus, no melodic closure. Just clip consonants, standing like folders. I lean off the count, then lock with the kick. You stand on the grid like a bureaucratic script. I leave one breath where the snare should hit, then drop one phrase and the whole room shifts. Internal rhyme chains keep folding through measures. Hard vowel changes keep bending the texture. You settle needs context. Mine needs the second one. Brew comparison ruins the setting. No fake crime costume, no burger menace. I roast your taste with surgical venom. Punchline first, explanation deny. Let the silence work while the joke stays alive. Bought an old mirror from a closing motel. Told 3 collectors it came from a chapel. Nobody checked, so the myth got expensive. One made an offer, I acted selective. Black comedy mixed with amateur finance. A straight face turns nonsense into importance. Call myself tasteful, my brother looks sick. I said that reaction means the concept is rich. Lost one low fur at a basement reception. Found the next day behind a projection. No clue why, which helps the legend. Turned dumb accidents into useful leverage. You hot bloopers like they could weaponize them. I publish my verse and neutralize them. Billboard glow on the avenue
chopping and changing. No slogan returns, no lazy retracing. Sharpest comeback arrives after revisions. Mine slips out careless and changes attention. You study charisma from archived interviews. I forget the plan and still leave them amused. Your trophy needs glass, light and insurance. My weirdest rejection became new currency. You whisper next move like state information. I say maybe later, then close the erase. When your pride needs witnesses, praise and mirrors. Might survive silence and awkward dinners. The curate mystery by barely replying. I overshare twice and still keeping guessing. Your clean story sounds assemble. Mine is loose bolts and somehow look stable. Freight elevator, red numbers blinking. Baseline sparks for the mouth keeps clipping. No copied ending, no cash friends recycling. Four fresh bars, get the pressure rising. My punchline walks in with mustard on linen. Take your best seat and starts giving opinions. Your metaphor sparkles, my scratches the surface. Your sense of proof, mine sounds like a nuisance. I joke too foul for the spawn for beside me to make the complaint drive traffic by Friday. Call myself gifted, my barber said debatable. I said charge me more, now the cut looks valuable. My ego got dins but still keeps turning. Yours needs applause just to prove it is working. I lose one round and collect information. You win one round and declare coronation. As new confidence wrapped in promotion. I laugh, switch gears, then sharpen emotion. Morning light leaks through the loading bay shutters. Last kick knocks while the city gets louder. No grand farewell, no crown, no flowers. One final sentence before power cuts. Built from bad guesses and ruthless correction. Turned every cent back to usable direction. Kept each section fresh, no copy conclusion. Kill the whole beat, let the last line charge admission.